Yep. Here we go. 8 o'clock on the dot. I know I got a question last time about my lavalier mic. You know what, man? It's not like I'm trying to hide it. I'm literally just trying to make the sound better for you guys. If any of you out there know how to set up a lavalier mic better, cool. It'd be great. Let me know. Until then, I will continue to rock my lavalier mic on the up and up where you can see it, because I just don't care. It's not a production value thing. It's more of a value of what I'm bringing to you at the moment. Shout out to Polar, 100% natural seltzer water. Whatever. Anyway, this week I'm going to start off a little bit different. This will not be a full hour session. At least I don't think it will be. I want to just ask anybody that was and that did participate in the last call. I know I have people in the group. They're already in the group. But those that just choose to not sign up for the group for whatever reason and are participating in terms of watching the live calls every week, I would like to know if you actually started to incorporate some of the morning routine, some of the stuff with the index cards, the journals, and more importantly, I want to know if you answered the one question I asked, which was, what is your vision? What is that one sentence or paragraph explaining where you need to be on December 31st of this year for this to have been worth it, quote unquote, right? Which I know is worth it because I'm giving you some solid info. But whoever wasn't able to do that, I want to ask why. Like, if you knew about it, especially if you're in the group, because in the group, I do post about it. In the group, I do say, hey, here's your homework, get this done, da-da-da-da-da. And again, anyone interested in joining the group, even though we are 3 weeks in, I'm still accepting people until next week, which will be to this Sunday coming up, hardwinners.com. But yeah, anybody that has not taken that serious or hasn't done it, I really want to know why not. And it's not like a beating session. Like, I ain't your fucking dad. You're not paying me to do anything. I'm not paying you, you know. It's just, I want to know what is so, like, I'm gauging, again, because I'm doing it. Like, I'm actually carrying this shit out as I'm instructing others to do it. So my question is, like, what has held you back from doing that? Because it's a simple task. It's a simple task of just sitting there and saying, like, all right, so I'm taking this course. I obviously thinking about the 4 pillars of peace, which is health, mental, emotional peace, physical peace, financial peace, and spiritual peace. Now, in those 4 realms, something there has to be what I consider off for me to be doing this in the first place. So if that is, what in one of those 4 pillars has to have changed or taken effect for you to say, yo, you know what? This was worth it. We did it. And I asked that question because this is a living course, so to speak. It's not like I have everything just set up and we're going to follow it through that way. Like, I'm actually taking feedback and coming up with the curriculum as we go along. Like, this, what I had planned in my head for sessions 3 and 4 is now going to have to switch because of certain conversations I've had with people in the group, the last 92 group, that made me realize, like, hold on, I gotta switch speeds. And also things that I'm doing. Like, I went to this great conference by AJ Mirzad. I don't know if anybody knows who he is, but he's like the online super coach. And it was just fucking chock full of info. It was amazing. I met this amazing fellow Pisces lady, Pat Pillar, which is the no crap coach. I definitely want to get in contact with her. Met this kid, Sam Jacobs. Kid is like 17, killing the e-commerce game. And actually took a leap of faith with him, like working with him right now. Just a lot of different things took place this weekend. And on the last call I left off, like, you'll notice I really have no notes. Like, this is it. And that's about it. Like, typically I come with like fucking loaded pages, but I had to re-gear it just because I see that certain things were different. What I wanted to engage on this call was pretty much that vision and now taking it to another level. But I also caught myself this weekend as I was at this conference and realized, like, yo, why would anybody have a vision when they don't have a purpose? Because that's kind of the convo went that way during the weekend. Oh, that was nasty. During the weekend, I was like, yo, what drives you? What guides you? The whole why, like Simon Sinek said, right? But then I'm thinking of other things. I'm thinking, yo, why do we keep ourselves? Instead of why are we doing things, why do we keep ourselves from doing things? That's a question we have to ask. And it goes back again to where I finished the last call, the 4 keys, which is of peace. Self-awareness, number 1. Number 2, a positive outlook. Number 3, knowledge. And number 4, the toughest one, which some of us might need therapy for, past peace, which is dealing with an unresolved past and getting past that. We did a great exercise this weekend on our money past and our relationship with money. And that took me to a place that I'm going to take you guys sooner than later. That's going to be in the financial piece aspect, because it was awesome. It's our money blueprints are all off. So let's start self-awareness. See, I'm getting this feeling. You know what? Let's talk about the number 1 thing that needs to get done. This wasn't even part of the homework, but let's make it. Identify the most energy zapping person in your life, right? So the person, like the negative person, the person that you tend to want to avoid, but for one reason or another, whether it be your spouse, your child, your parents, your best friend, they have to be in your life, quote unquote, have to. No one has to anything, just so you know. But identify who that person is. And dig deep. Really, really survey yourself this week. Whenever you're around this person, or when this person's name even comes up, and ask yourself, this is where self-awareness, you know what? Yo, this is amazing. Yo, see, nothing is a mistake. So you're going to have to identify this person this week. And it may suck. It may suck because it may be your kid. Right? You know, if any of you have teenage kids out there, if your 3-year-old, like I said, Penelope, is ruining your life, then you need to get a life, because you made that decision, asshole, to make this kid. But if it is, you know, a teenage kid, a 20-year-old kid, something like that, it may suck. The process may be horrible. If it's your wife, if it's your mom, if it's your, I don't know, if it's, again, your boss, like, it's even worse, because you're going to have to start spending a lot less time with this person. And I guess the worst, honestly, we always think the worst would be like a parent or a spouse, because we have to see them at home. But I think the worst would probably be a boss. The worst would be a boss, because you work for this person, or a manager or a supervisor. There really is no way to separate yourself enough that it's not going to affect your income. Wow, that's deep. Actually, it's deep. But let's identify this person. And again, I'm not telling you blank them out completely, wipe them out of your life. But it's a lot easier than looking at the 5 closest people to you and then having to get rid of those people. Identify one. For this week, just identify one person. One. No matter who they are, no matter what relation they tie to you, no matter what. And if you feel you can't get physical separation from this person, how about we work on mental separation from this person? And what that could be is, damn, I would hate to use that example, but let's say it's your husband, right? Ooh, this is so tricky. Don't separate yourself from them, but separate what they are acting like. So let's say, for instance, your husband's an asshole. Like, there's no way around it. He's just a straight up asshole, right? So separate asshole from your husband. Your husband may be acting like an asshole, but he is not an asshole. Start trying that. It's gonna work, and it's gonna be tough to do, but just start. Let's stop associating people with things and making it their identity. Okay? So let's try to do that this week. That's your number 1 homework. Back to self-awareness. So listen, self-awareness, you know, it's there it's a wake-up call. It's like I said, what pain is. Pain is there to bring peace. Pain is to make you aware that something is off, right? So self-awareness will tie more into what is making all this happen. Let me check my notes. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. What is it about you being in traffic, let's say, that triggers anger and road rage in you, right? Start looking at a situation like that. And you can use this for people as well, but look at a situation like that and say, what is bothering me about this? Is it the fact that I can't get home on time? Is it the fact that I have to sit in this car extra long, whatever? And then find scenarios around that. So if it's that, you just don't want to be in the car for long because you feel you're wasting time, use that time wisely. Listen to podcasts. We are doing the brainwashing exercise. I've told you this before. Start engaging. Anybody that needs help, anybody that needs assistance in terms of figuring out what podcast to listen to or what audiobook to step into, what YouTube speeches, motivational, whatever it is you need, don't be afraid. Holla at me. I'll make something happen. But yeah, so start using that time wisely. So then we have to be more cognizant of the causes of certain things, right? So you can say you get angry at your spouse because, I don't know, they're messy. But are you angry at them or you're angry at the mess? And if you're angry at the mess, what about the mess is causing this uproar in you, right? Start really surveying what you're feeling. Don't just live off emotion. That's nuts. Like, really don't just live off emotion. You have to dig for causes, man. Like, don't stay in it either. Get perspective. Get outside of yourself. Call a friend. Say, yo, listen, man, help me out here. Like, I'm really struggling with Mercutio. Every time I see his face, I just want to, like, slap the living daylights out of him, right? And this friend, hopefully they're close enough to tell you, well, you know what? You really had a bad relationship with your dad, right? Mercutio is a reminder of your dad. Or you had the best relationship with your dad, and your dad was the most amazing, funny guy ever, and Mercutio is dry and boring. You understand? So now you start looking at, it may not be him, it may be certain things, and these are things you have to communicate. That'll be the most difficult part for all of us. I know it. I go through it. I know what it's like to want to speak on something and not be able to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. We all go through it, right? So what happens is, a lot of times, this is why I always compare this whole thing to the Matrix. It's because to escape whatever pain we start to feel when we do get self-aware is why we fall into addiction. It's why we fall into social media worship. It's why we go into these, like, people get addicted to porn and certain things, and even addiction to sugar. Like, even addiction to sugar comes a lot of times from avoidance, right? What you're avoiding is up to you, but you have to be self-aware. Like I said, any feelings you feel, whether it be anger, whether it be happiness, whether it be sadness, especially if it's a feeling of joy, find out what in that is the joy cause. Like, what is bringing that joy about? Like they say, just do more of that shit, or try to engage in more of that in your life. So if you find that you just find joy hanging out with your cousins, right? Like me. Here's what I did. I knew my joy place, my happiness point is being around my cousins. I knew that I needed accountability. I knew that I needed to have people around me to remind me that I'm not a loser, that I'm not an asshole, or that I'm not all this stuff. I might be an asshole, but I needed that. So what did I do? Hey, I wanted recognition. I developed a mastermind around that for accountability. And in that mastermind is that I came up with the, hey, I want recognition. I want to get really big on this media shit. Bing! Purple Cups and Champagne was born. You understand? That's what I mean about layering shit. Finding the shit that makes you happy, right? Same thing with the sad thing, unfortunately. You're going to have to reverse that one. But let's say the things that do bring you joy. You find joy taking pictures. Guess what you become now? The fucking family photographer. Well, if you like your family. But really make that your thing. Make whatever it is. Again, I'll give you the steps. I found that I was going through a real tough time, and my happy place was with my cousins, and I wanted to assist. I wanted to help. One of my younger cousins was literally on his couch being a loser. Loser. By the definition of a loser. He's not a loser. He was being a loser, right? And that sparked the whole thing about starting, because I was learning a lot more at that time as well, starting my mastermind. I needed a mastermind. What better than the people I love the most, right? Who were all full of talent, all had things to bring to the table. Then when we had this mastermind, next, I wanted to get into the media game. I wanted a podcast. I know I can handle a podcast on my own, baby. I'm entertaining as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I also know I love to be around my family and friends. Boom, the podcast. So one fed into the other, and it'll continue to feed into more. That podcast, when it takes off, 'cause Purple Cups and Champagne, if you're not listening yet, go listen, will take off, right? And when that happens, I'll get the other steps. I want my message to grow, right? But it can't grow if it's not heard. So if I start with one and bang, bang, and just keep adding up, eventually you get there. So do that. Well, look, see? Yeah. But I do really hold on to the aspect. Something I learned this weekend, just you gotta have a purpose, man. I know you guys heard it over and over again. I know it gets boring. I know I hear the, well, how am I supposed to find my purpose, man? Like, what am I supposed to do to get some purpose here? Like, there are plenty of steps, and that is what the last 92 is about. It's actually a guide to clarity, right? So we're gonna get there. Just do as I say, please, please. I'm doing it myself. It's not like bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Do these small steps that lead to bigger progress. Understand that. Because truth is, man, a lack of purpose will generally just lead us down the easy path. And what we're doing here is going down the path of most resistance. We need a path. Pain is progress. I don't care what anybody tells you. Obviously, I'm not telling you just jump into pain all the time, man. Joy is a beautiful thing. I love joy. I told you that's why I started the podcast. But you'll always be guided toward easy shit. And easy shit, unfortunately, goes easy as well. What comes easy leaves easy. Don't ever forget that. Is that what you want for your life? I don't want that shit either. Like, realistically, it's hit me a lot more this year that pain is the only way. It's the wake-up call. The hard way is the way to go. That doesn't necessarily mean that everything has to be difficult for you to achieve peace, right? But it's a sign. That's all I'll take it as that. Let's go to step 2, which is positive thinking. That is an interesting one. Ask yourself right now, do you genuinely have a positive outlook? It's very easy to say, yo, one day at a time, man. This is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna keep going, man. But that doesn't really add up to much. Sooner than later, trust me, it all comes falling down. We all assume we have a positive outlook. Like, we may know positive things to say. How do I get rid of this thing? Oh, there we go. Doesn't let me do it, right? There we go. But I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You know, we all think that we do. But, yo, you'll see people that just have it all, and they're miserable. Miserable people. And you just question yourself like, damn, you have it all, quote unquote, right? But what is all? All is purpose. All is not the shit that we see or that we believe we see. You know what I mean? So you can't, this person is miserable because on the outside they'd have it all, but on the inside, it's all a ball of negativity because they still have not satisfied their purpose. You understand? They're not self-aware. They're not paying attention to what would really bring them joy. And a lot of times it's painful. Like, what might bring them joy is moving to another state, right? But the fear of having to make that move and leave their loved ones behind will always keep them there. And unfortunately, instead of being in another state in the United States, they're in a state of misery for the rest of their lives until it's too late. And there is too late. You know, I said the other day, there is no too late, but too late would be 81 and deciding that you want to, I don't know, grow 30 pounds of muscle in a year. your body's fucking fractured. Your bones are done. Like, let's be serious. You know what I'm saying? But you could have done that had you had gone to another state and gotten the peace of not having anybody around you and being able to focus on you. You understand? Like, we run from pain so much, man. We really have to train ourselves to choose a higher road in every situation. It's hard, man. There's a decision weighing on my heart right now that I can't make because it's about a loved one. And I've been struggling with it for a while now. Struggling like you don't even know. You don't even know, man. But I know that, unfortunately, at this moment, that peace pillar is a problem for me. So I attack the other three, right? Because like I said, if you focus on that one that's just really fucked up at the moment, and you just try harder, you can probably pull it off. But it's going to take so long. Rather than strengthening the other shit, right, that'll bring that up and put this on such a low level that you're going to be like, I'm good. Gucci Poochie money long. Now we call them Maliks. You know what I mean? You gotta remember, we're warriors, man. This positive thinking thing, I want everyone to really make an effort to get their hands on The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. Please do your best. Try to get it. It's a cheap book. You can find it on Amazon, I think, for like $7 or $8. We really have to rewire our brains. Geraint Jones, I forgot his name, man. He was on Tom Bilyeu's podcast, and he reads this book. He's read it 270 something times. He reads it over and over and over again. Super successful dude, by the way. He just went through so much shit and then went back down and then went back up and back down. He said, what is inconsistent here that is throwing it off? And he realized the more I keep feeding my brain the positive thinking aspect, the more I stay going up. And ever since he just kept reading the book, he just keeps going up. He says that I have my little downs, but they're never 10 level downs, right? They're never no 10 level down. It's like a 2 or 3 level down, which is okay. You can come up from that. 10 level downs, that'll set you back sometime. It generally does. I've been through it. I'm telling you. We really, 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 though, really, 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 really have to get on that. Just the positive thinking, man. Positive thinking is so important. And knowledge. I guess knowledge and past peace are two that I'll cover. But just for now, let's stay where we're at. All right. So let's tackle 2 of the 4 keys: self-awareness and positive outlook. So let's do this as homework. Do me a favor. Pick one motivational video this week. Yeah, I said motivational. Oh, I gotta talk about that. That's something I learned this weekend that's so fucking deep. Motivation will never last. It's good to use. It's a tool. You need to use it. But motivation doesn't last. Motivation motivates, right? So it moves you in a certain direction. After that, it takes discipline. Discipline. That means doing what needs to get done no matter what's happening on earth, right? Learned that one from Brandon Carter, man. King Keto. Amazing fucking guy. And he said discipline. Sacrifice. Fuzz. I forgot the last one. Whatever. But that is what's going to keep shit going, right? Motivation will never last. He made a great comment about motivation and discipline not being able to be in the same place. And he's like, yo, I prefer discipline. You know why? Discipline is taking action. What's already in place, right? Whereas motivation is going with your emotion at that moment. Motivation is cool. It'll get shit started, but motivation dies. It's a dying factor. Discipline is set up. Discipline is like, yo, there's no way around it. I got to do this shit no matter what. It's the same reason I'm on everybody's ass. Oh, I don't have it with me. But I am on everybody's ass about having a fucking planner, man. Like, it's just so essential. It's so essential. Because when you're going through shit, I have in the group, listen, let's cut this real quick. Hardwinners.com. If you guys want all the material, if you want to stay on course, if you want to really take this shit serious, go there. There's no fucking sales pitch. You fill out the form. I get the info. My fucking assistant will put you in the group. You get in the group and we go. We go. All right, I'm putting always exclusive content in there, super videos, whatever comes to mind. During the week, I talk a lot of shit, man. I learn a lot of shit too, so it's a lot easier for me, right? Rather than just flooding your Facebook timeline. Do yourself that favor. Get in there. You know, I'm uploading content. This week is going to be crazy in terms of all that stuff. I'm revamping watchmemake.com, as now I'm really going to just dive into e-commerce and a couple of things. I'm just rolling, man. I'm rolling with the times. I told y'all, motherfuckers, yo, stay with me. Stay with me, man. Stay with me, because we going into 2019. Like a motherfucking snowball going downhill, baby. It's going to be like, stay with me. So let's get to the homework real quick. I'm going to repeat last week's homework. I just hope this week you guys get it done. And if you don't, I'm going to have to reconsider a lot of things, but okay. 2 notebooks. One of those notebooks is your gratitude journal. You will write 3 things you're grateful for, and every night. That's not a secret. That's not some special shit I'm telling you. This is done by other people. Do it, right? The other one is a reflections journal. This one you fill out in the morning. You reflect on your tasks and things that need to get done. So this is why it's important to have that vision. All right. And now I'm going to take that vision a step further. This is why in the group I told them earlier, like, if you have not completed this part of the vision, you're fucking yourself over for the next part of the vision. Because this is where it gets serious. So this is this week's homework. Again, I told you guys it wasn't going to be that long. Look at that shit. I'm almost at the half an hour. Here's what we're going to do. I need you this week, meaning lazy fucks, by Thursday morning. All right, don't wait until Saturday. Don't wait until Monday, 4:30 p.m. You're gonna do 3 things for me. You're gonna write a list of your accomplishments. These are goals. I don't like the word goals. I put them accomplishments because they're things that are being accomplished. Again, even when you're writing in a journal, you write in the present tense, not in the future. I prefer the past if you're going to do anything aside from now, right? You write in the present tense. I am a decamillionaire. I am one of the greatest speakers you've ever met. I am the Lord's warrior. I am the flyest motherfucker breathing, right? I am everything I ever dreamed of. Not I'm going to be, or I'm doing this and that, right? So I need you to write a list of accomplishments. And it's not tricky. This is as simple as it gets. You're going to take 3 things you need to do in the spiritual realm, 3 things you need to do in the physical realm, 3 things you need to do in the financial realm, and 3 things you need to do in the mental, emotional realm. 3 each. Don't fucking go crazy. If you want, grab a paper, fucking brain dump the shit. Matter of fact, write it in your little book. Write it in your book. Brain dump it in there, and always keep it handy in the back of the book, right? And then out of all your brain dumps for each of the 4 piece pillars, right? Pick 3, the 3 main ones. Even summarize it if you want the shit. The 3 main accomplishments, not goals, accomplishments. Guys, understand, this is what's going to take us into 2019. This is setting up for the new year. I might repeat this exercise at the end of the last 92 just so we can see and we can gauge where we really need to head. But for this fucking time right now, apologize for my cussing, but I don't. The accomplishments list. So you're going to write that list of accomplishments. You're going to even break it down. You're going to put spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, financial. Simple, right? You're going to have that list. Now, from that list, this is what you're going to do next. This is homework, guys. Please get it done. I'm not saying it for fun. You're going to look at that list. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to visualize, because I fantasize and I memorize. Yo, Jeezy. But you're really going to visualize. Visualize yourself. See, the last visualization was for December 31st of this year. This visualization will be for December 31st of 2019. This is why I'm telling you, if you have not done the first visualization, it is imperative that you do. And now jump into the second. December 31st, 2019. I'm with friends and family. We're at this big New Year celebration. all the contracts that I got this year. Can't believe I'm actually a social media influencer. I'm being flown out to different states. I'm just, oh my God, I'm inspiring so many people. I'm in contact with the youth, and I'm letting them know that they have all this power to just fucking take it to the next level. I'm looking around, my girl's happy, my baby happy, my cousins, my family, my friends. Like, oh my God, it's all a reality. I wake up every day in this fucking just amazing dream. Yeah, it's freezing outside, but who cares, man? My chauffeur comes every day and takes me wherever I need to go. I'm waking up every morning early, energetic, just throwing down my water, hitting the gym, getting in shape. By 10 a.m., I'm making Skype calls and stuff to different companies. We're discussing bigger deals. Oh man, this is so ill. Like, going picking up the baby at 3 o'clock from school. Right after that, we hit the mall up. We grab some froyo and shit, even though it's freezing outside. I grab my little, I don't really drink that, but I drink my black coffee and shit from Starbucks, little egg bites. Woo! Go meet up with my baby. We go chill with pops-in-law. We do our things. We just relax and just talking about other business decisions that we're working on and how we're going to just grow the family and make this empire all the more powerful. I'm so blessed right now. I can't believe I'm in this amazing shape and just, I'm here. Like, this is, I got this calm and this peace I never thought I would. Yet here it is. Yet here is everybody just joyous. Joyous, man. Everybody's following suit. I got family members employed doing what they love, and we all have companies together, and we're just taking it to the next level. I can't wait. Can't wait to see what's coming this year. Can't wait, man. 2020, wow. 2019 has been amazing. It's been glorious. Thank you, Lord. I can't believe I'm so favored and blessed. I love you so much. Life is good, man. Beautiful, wealthy, happy, and healthy. I am blessed. And that's what your vision should look like. I didn't even write that down. I just gave you a peek as to what my year coming is going to be. Remind yourself of this. Screenshot this shit. Do what you got to do. I will not be stopped. I am a fucking victor. I am a warrior. I'm a winner. And winning is all I do. Everything is in my favor. Everything around me. I'm healthy. I'm just flowing through abundance. WatchMeMakeIt.com. Exploded. And then you got your accomplishments that should have led into your vision, right? So if you notice, you probably don't know, but a lot of the stuff that I talked about in my vision, I pulled and kept pulling from different goals that I have. Accomplishments, that I have. That's what I was doing. Just pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and making it into a vision on December 31st of 2019. And the last but not least, when you have that vision, there's a word you need that will exemplify 2019 for you. It's the word that you will use whenever you feel like them forces are coming at you, them demons is coming at you, your fucking negative thoughts are popping up, Mom Dukes is on your ass talking shit, your boss is on your ass talking shit, whatever's going on in your life. Whatever's going on in your life, that word will be your anchor. That word will be your anchor. You're going to hold on to that word. So this exercise is super duper serious. So watch the replay afterward. Hardwinners.com. Join the group so that way you can always see continuous repeats of the sessions. But your word, think of your word. My word in 2011 was conquer. And it meant a lot to me. You can use that word if you want. Use freedom. Use peace. Use glorification. I don't know. You can even use a phrase. I prefer a word. Words are cooler. But if you need a phrase, do a phrase. Whatever it is, you need to guide you towards that vision, towards those accomplishments when shit is getting ugly. Because shit gets ugly. It's real life, baby. Death is around the corner all the time. Pain, suffering, sickness, like all these things are natural. It sucks, but they're natural. Broken hearts, they happen. So take your accomplishments and your vision and create that one word, man. My word was conquer, and that year it was to conquer procrastination, conquer job loss. I had no job at the moment. I had no job then. It took a while. I didn't get my job until November 1st of 2011. That's when I joined the car biz, and my life changed drastically. I learned a lot of things about myself that I never knew I had, but it gave me power. It was to conquer my obesity. It was to conquer my fears, conquer so many different things. And I'm not going to tell you that I got every accomplishment knocked out. I really didn't. And I had more than 12 because I had no structure at that time. So I had like fucking 26 different things I wanted to do. And I did knock out about 11 of them. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. I did knock out about 11 of them. And then I let it fall because I didn't continue to do the same practice. But not anymore. Not anymore. So that's what I'm asking you guys. That's the homework for this. List of accomplishments, your vision, and your word. Do take serious time doing these things, but don't procrastinate. Ladies and ugly men, I want to thank you again for joining us. What was that? We're near the 40-minute mark, but it wasn't as long as my other classes. All right. Again, if you have not joined up yet, hardwinners.com. I got a lot of ill stuff coming. I'm really gearing up to engage and just do different things. I might teach in that as well. I know a lot of people's biggest thing is financial freedom. A lot of people are so stuck on finances. I myself included, but I look at the quotes and like, if we only knew the bullshit that means. Steve Jobs was a fucking billionaire, the leader of the free world in Apple, right? And he even said, like, yo, I'd give all that shit up right now and just live a little extra to be more innovative, to do more of what I love, which is not really, it wasn't the money. It was literally doing these things, creating, bringing the world together through my phones. Like, you know how crazy that is? But anyway, we'll save that for the future. Ladies and ugly men, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, stay positive. Engage with them podcasts, audio books. Find that one motivational video. One motivational fucking video. Play it morning after morning after morning after morning. Every morning, just play it. And don't forget, when you brushing your teeth, you're just there. Winners, winners. All we do is win. I'm a warrior, a victor. I am powerful within. Drive yourself nuts. When you're in that shower saying the same thing, man, just go at it, go hard. Grab your index card, throw down that water. Before you leave the house, say it. Beautiful, wealthy, happy, and healthy. I am blessed. Let's fucking get it. Hard winners here.